Di pag-usapan natin po si Dr. Jose Rizal kasi ngayon po, ay, ano nangyari dyan? I-close ko siya. Ngayon po, yung pang ilang taong kuha na ngayon ni Dr. Jose Rizal. Death anniversary. 125 death anniversary, mga kababayan. Nag-message nga si Bongbong Marcos sa pagdiriwang natin sa ika-100 125 araw ng kamatayan ng ating pambansang bayani na si Dr. Jose Rizal. Naway ating sariwain at isabuhay ang kanyang pagmamahal sa bayan. Sa gitna ng pandemya at sakuna, lahat tayo ay may magagawa, maging bayani sa ating munting paraan at makibahagi sa mga makabuluhang kaganapan sa ating lipunan. That simple message, mga kababayan, ni Bongbong Marcos. Si Lomi, may message din si Lomi. Nasaan na yung message ni Lomi? Medyo malalim po yung message ni Lomi. Tingnan ko nga kung nakuhaan ko po. Hindi ko yata na-save yung kay Loming message. Matindi yung message ni Lomi. Just the same, pag binasa mo po siya, mga kababayan, yung kay Lomi, kailangan may bunamin ka. Ngayon, mga kababayan, itong kwentong ito, kuhan mo muna ang tawag doon. Disclaimer natin. Itong kwentong ito, mga kababayan, ay nais ko lang i-share sa inyo. Now, it's up to you to check if it is, credible, or it is the truth, or it could be part of propaganda, kasi yun ang sinasabi ng mga kalaban, mga kababayan ng katotohanan. Yan ang sinasabi nila. As it was written in history, we used to, believe. Most of us, di ba, naniniwala na si Dr. Jose Rizal, at it is now commemorated today, binaril po sa Luneta. Yan ang, alam na ninyo kung bakit? Because of his opposition to the ruling, tawag dito, the Spaniards, conquistadores. So, yun po ang alam ng karamihan, and that is, yun ang tinuturo in school. So, di man natin masisisi ang sino man sa atin kung yun ang ating pinapaniwalaan. It is because yun ang available source ng kaalaman. Di ba? But this time, nung kinikwento ko to, mga kababayan, sa radyo, maraming Mr. Maravillas namanan nga, yung mga nalalaman namin biglang nawala dahil sa kwento mo. Totoo ba yan, Mr. Maravillas? Tingnan natin kung totoong ito. Mga kababayan, according to Attorney Karen Hodes, siya po ay Acting General Counsel, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, Overseer Mandate Trustee Global Debt Facility, TBM LSM 666. 666. Iba man po ang kanyang kwento. Sabi niya rito, as she wrote to the Global Debt Facility, the World Bank, Tokyo office, Sunday, February 24, 2019. Ay, hindi pa matagal oh. Dear people, I want to remind you about Jose Rizal, who returned the world's wealth in the Global Debt Facility to humanity. At the end of World War II, this is his biography. Pag binasa ko ito, baka bumaliktad mga kababayan, yung inyo pong, yung inyong mundo. Then, may isa pang sulat, to the Global Debt Facility, the World Bank. Dated April 2, 2016. Ay, medyo mas matagal na to. Sabi niya rito, this is a second installment from Mike Braki about Jose Rizal, the hero from the Philippines who placed the world's assets into trust for 50 years and established the Bretton Woods institutions to end humanity's slavery. Matindi pala yung ating national hero po, mga kababayan. Hindi ito nasulat sa ating history. Bakit? At ang nakapagtataka, mga kababayan, kung bakit si Sirena, sabi ko nga kahapon, tutok na tutok, mga kababayan, dito sa isyung ito. At yung Rappler, finak-check po ito. Alam naman natin, mga kababayan, kung ano yung, sino yung nasa likod ng rapper. Huwag na kayong magtaka, mga kababayan, kung bakit binigyan ng award si Marie Reza para po itaas yung kanyang credentials para lahat ng ipapublish niya, mga kababayan, or ipa-fact check niya, paniwalaan natin. Now you know kung ano ang motibo, mga kababayan. Because this guy, for your information, funded po siya ng mga kabalot. Sabi nga ni Bobby Tiglao, nasa likodan niya niyan, ultimately, si George Soros. And why is it George Soros magka-interes sa isang Maria Reza na nakabase dito sa Pilipinas? O nga why of all nations, mga kababayan, this country, the Philippines? Yun ang tanong ko sa inyo. And why is Sirena, lahat ng mga sinasabi niya, seryoso masyado, mga kababayan, sa kanyang pagpapasinungaling. Pinapasinungalingan niya ang lahat ng issue related to the Marcos wealth. Pag niya kayo maniwala, pinapalabasan niya ng kampo ni Marcos na mayaman na sila noon pa. Hindi niya totoo yun. Ang yaman nila, nakaw na yaman. Ano ang possible motive? Bakit full-time na tinatrabaho yun ni Sirena, mga kababayan? What could be the motivation? Ano ang inspirasyon? And this time, mga kababayan, panahon ng araw ng national hero natin. But for Karen Hudes, Jose Rizal is the hero of humanity. For saving, putting in trust with Marcos Sr., the wealth of the nations. Naniniwala kayo, mga kababayan, sa aking kwento? Naniniwala kayo? Sabi niya rito, many people are going to be reading this, some of them learning about these things for the first time to understand what humanity is doing with Jose Rizal's gift of love in how we are ending the illegal military rule in the United States, a good place to start. Sabi niya dito, Best Karen Hudes, Acting General Counsel, International Bank of Reconstruction and Development. Noong ako elementary pa, hanggang high school, mga kababayan, naririnig ko na ang tungkol dito sa International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. Kaya hindi ko man maintindihan kung ano siya. Hindi ko man po maintindihan. Ngayon, paunti-unti, nalilinawan ko na may kwento pala sa likod nito. In remembrance of Jose Rizal, devotee of Prometheus and Jesus Christ, sabi rito sa isang article. Basahin nga natin kung ano yung nilalaman nito. Hindi natin ubusin kasi masyadong mahaba. All which is written on these pages have been documented and footnoted concerning polymaths who followed in Christ's footsteps and became a light before all good men of the world, going back in the time even well before the last great ice age, sabi rito po. This short story focuses on the three greatest polymaths to challenge, battle, and weaken the great beast which still reigns over the earth today, but might soon fall thanks to Jose Rizal and his followers. May ganon? Bakit kaya ganon, mga kababayan, ang kwento rito? Sabi ni Attorney Karen Hudes, tingnan ko nga kung siya ang nagkuhan nito. Ay, si Mike Bracky pala. You'll recall from last email in early March, a footnote posted by Austin Cuates, or Cuates siguro to, the author of the biography titled Rizal, Philippine Nationalist and Martyr, 1968, 378 pages. On page 85, sabi po dito, Cuates had described a troubling nightmare Dr. Jose Rizal wrote off in his diary 2 days earlier on the 30th of December. Ngayon po, Rizal dreamed he lay almost dying. He described in detail experiencing the anguish of death that specific day. What? Dream? Two days daw before the 30th of December. So, December 28. He described in detail experiencing the anguish of death on that specific day. 13 years driven by demonic hysteria, the Spanish Roman friars arranged a firing squad engagement for Dr. Jose Rizal on the morning of December 30, 1896. It was one of many prophetic predictions daw Dr. Jose Rizal had detailed throughout in his many diaries and within the pages of his two popular novels, Noli Me Tangere, Touch Me Not in 1887, and the sequel, El Filibusterismo, The Reign of Greed, 1891. Sabi po rito sa kwento, since my last email, I finished El Filibusterismo, the reviewers as a whole did not believe the sequel was as powerful as Noli Me Tangere, based on the bits and pieces of information your website has shared with us. I found the second book very interesting. Ngayon, mga kababayan, ito mga kuwana po ito, mga background ng kwento kay Dr. Jose Rizal. Ang tawag doon? Talon po tayo. This is a forwarded message from Karen Hudes, date April 2, 2016, 9 a.m. Sabi rito, I just noticed that someone cut out a page. It was vanished mysteriously. I am restoring it. The crooks are so despicable. The person responsible for doing this should feel really outed. Best Karen. Sabi rito, during this time of chaos and immediately after World War II, it is alleged Jose Rizal, under alias name, for 46 years, Rizal would then be 71 years old, was entrusted with the Vatican's gold. You see? So, meaning, mga kababayan, ang sinasabi rito, it could be, yung nangyari po, mga kababayan, na firing squad na ginawa ng mga praile. Praile po ang nag-udyok noon doon sa mga gwardiya sibil. Sabi ko sa inyo, kala ninyo yung inudyukan po could be a stage. That's the reason why, mga kababayan, the possibility that Dr. Jose Rizal hindi man talaga siya po namatay dito sa commemorate nating araw. Ito ang lumalabas po dito sa kwentong ito. Because the purpose kung bakit stage lang, gawa-gawa, moro-moro yon, it is because of the, the wealth. Yung wealth kung saan Rizal was entrusted during the time. So pinatay niya yung kanyang sarili para hindi malaman ng mundo na siya pala yung entrusted. And nag-assume siya, mga kababayan, ng mga aliases. Marami, hindi lang yung Father Antonio Diaz. Marami. May Santa Romana. Ganon. He was entrusted with Vatican's gold. He had also gained access to the bulk of the Japanese and German gold looted from around the world in the first half of the 20th century, Jose Rizal, or one of his 10 unknown disciples, put it in a trust fund, had it melted down in a stamp, and drew up legal documents and got all the leaders at the time, including Eisenhower, Truman, etc., to agree to keep it secret for 50 years. Hindi po ako may gawa nito, ha? Bahala kayo kung maniwala kayo sa kwentong ito. Then prepare the entire world for financial reset in the early part of the 21st century. If all went as Rizal anticipated, the Vatican bankers would be on the edge of bankruptcy from the gold that had been looted from them. If the gold was not released to the world in a timely manner, mankind might enter another dark age upon financial collapse of the international bankers. It was understandable the how and why Dr. Jose Rizal was a devotee of Jesus Christ, but what was the attraction to Prometheus that caught his attention upon leaving the Philippines? Sabi po ni Coates, Karen, I know, is very familiar with Dr. Rizal's famous sculptures to the right. The triumph of science over death, and the Prometheus bound. In many biographies, it was mentioned Dr. Jose Rizal was a polymath. A polymath is defined as a person whose expertise spans in a significant number of different subjects areas, such as person known to draw on complex bodies of knowledge to solve specific problems. Sincerely, Michael Bracky. Ngayon, mga kababayan, anong rason o anong koneksyon ni dating Pangulong Marcos kay Dr. Jose Rizal? In the story, mga kababayan, ganito ang lumalabas. It was Marcos Sr. who was contacted to be the one to prepare the documents so that the world's wealth po ito, the wealth of the nations, magawa ng tama na dokumento para hindi mapasakamay ng mga ganid sa mundo. Si Marcos, na napakatalinong abogado, hindi pa siya noon, mga kababayan, presidente. The young Marcos was stopped by Father Antonio Diaz. Si Father Antonio Diaz, the same Dr. Jose Rizal, nagtago lang siya sa pangalan, Father Antonio Diaz. And because of what Marcos did, binigyan siya ng yung bayad sa kanya 198,000 tons of gold. Now you understand kung bakit napakarami ang yaman ng mga Marcoses. Now you understand. Into the documents found by Attorney Karen Hudes, mga kababayan, in the vault ng World Bank mismo as she was the former, tawag dito, legal counsel ng World Bank. Mas marami pa doon ang yaman, mga kababayan, the gold bars. Ito ngayon ang sinasabi ng mga pinklawan ngayon, mga dilawan at mga damaso, na nakaw na yaman, the hidden wealth. Now you understand kung bakit laging sinasabi nilang never again. It is connected with this wealth. Gusto nilang kamkamin, mga kababayan. Kaya ano sabi po ni Bongbong Marcos? We already submitted acquit claims. Sino man sa inyo? Si Sirena, na sige ang akusa, abogado ka po eh. Dati kang justice ng ano. Patunayan po ninyo na nakaw. At pag nakuha ninyo yung nakaw na yaman, inyo na, sabi ng mga Marcoses. Problema sa inyo na mga nagsasabing magnanakaw, di man ninyo hinanap yung nakaw. Lahat lang kayo kwento. Sabi ni Sirena, hindi anya totoo. Di daw totoo, mga kababayan, na mayaman na yung mga Marcoses. Kinikwento nga sa inyo. And Mrs. Marcos presented to the media, into the courts, the documents. Ayaw man ninyong tingnan kasi mapapahiya kayo. Ano yan? Mapapatunayan na kayo yung sinungaling. Bakit? Ay, ito yung documents. Hindi man pala siya nakaw. Ito pala bayad sa kanila. Galing dito sa wealth of the nations. Put in trust by the Marcos. Inggit lang kasi kayo. Hindi man po yun sinasadya. Hindi man po sinasadya. By destiny. It just so happened that it was Ferdinand Marcos yung naisip po ni Antonio Diaz. Paano siya yung naisip na ano? Nang sabi, si Dr. Jose Rizal Payalo na nagtago sa pangalang, hindi man siya napatay. You see? Kaya kayo habol ng habol nang hindi sa inyo. And that's the reason why, mga kababayan, all the so-called Swiss banks, hindi nila mapatunayang nakaw. So the more than 1,000 cases, wala silang napatunayan. O ngayon, why is it yung Rappler, mga kababayan, seryoso masyado na magsulat tungkol dito sa yaman ni Marcos? Tingnan ninyo. At kay Dr. Jose Rizal. This was published, mga kababayan, March 19. Hindi pa matagal. 2021. Sabi dito, false. Marcos fact checks. False. Ferdinand Marcos, Jose Rizal, established World Bank. Hindi daw totoo. Sabi ko nga, ba't hindi ninyo po interviewin si Karen Hudes? She must be an authority on this subject kasi may document siya. And it was Karen Hudes who said, yung World Bank and IMF, the gold reserve there provided by Marcos. So ang ibig sabihin ba, ang kwento ninyo sa Rappler, mas credible kaysa sa kwento ni Attorney Karen Hudes? Na hindi man siya Filipino at Jewish lawyer based in America. He has access to the documents in the World Bank. Mas credible kayo. Question again. Why is it lahat halos ng kwento ni Karen Hudes dinidelete ninyo? Ano ang ikinatatakot ng social media? Why you restrict all the time the story of Karen Hudes? Kung kasinungalingan ang sinasabi ni Karen Hudes, di sana pinabuelo na lang ninyo and let the people judge this person kung totoo o hindi. Madali naman ma-check eh. Kayo talaga? Kailangan kayo talaga ang mag-fact check? Yan mga kababayan ang ating punto. Basahin ko sa inyo itong fact-checking ng Rapper. Sabi niya, multiple credible sources, journals, books, news reports prove wrong the claim made in a video. Matindi. Anong journal? Yung journal ninyo? Huwag na. Yung libro ninyong kasinungalingan? The history, our history, mga kababayan, is written with lies. O lies. Sino na nagsulat niyan? Most of this story, mga kababayan, kwento sa ating history, influenced by the Jesuits. Pag hindi conforme doon sa Jesuits narrative, hindi aprobado. Hindi ka pwedeng mag-publish niyan. Ang gusto nila, yung kanilang narrative, ang dapat paniwalaan. Ganon sila mga kababayan. Sabi dito, at a glance, claim, former President Ferdinand Marcos, a national hero, Jose Rizal established the Global Debt Facility, also known as World Bank. Rating, false. So, sino si Reza ng Rapper, mga kababayan, to say na yung statement ni Karen Hudes about the Global Debt Facility, about the World Bank, is false? May access siya doon? Wala. Nandito man lang siya. Basta inorderan siguro, iyan ang theory ko mga kababayan. Yung sponsor niyang kabalot. Ito, publish ka dyan kasi pinapaniwalaan ka. Isabihin mong false. Basta't false. Pag sinabi ba nilang false, false na. Nabi ko sa inyo. The facts, sabi po niya, the video where the claim came from cited unreliable sources. There are no credible sources that say either Rizal or Marcos established the World Bank. You see? Yung mga tao na makakabasa dito, siyempre, hindi ba niya totoo yun? Tingnan muna ninyo, mga kababayan, kung sino yung nagsasalita. Between Reza, ng rapper niya, and Attorney Karen Hudes, the whistleblower, at 21 years na naglingkod as legal counsel ng World Bank. Between the two, sino ang paniniwalaan ninyo? Yung nagkwento na nag-fact check lang? O yung may access sa mismong document? Na lumalaban para po sa kabutihan ng mundo. Sinong paniniwalaan ninyo? Yung taong sponsored ni George Soros? O yung kwento ni Attorney Karen Hudes putting her life at stake? Sino? Sino yung paniniwalaan ninyo? Sino yung possible? Sino yung credible sa dalawa? Talagang pinatulan po ng Rappler. Oh. Pinatulan siya. So alam na ninyo, may mali siya eh. Why we fact check this? Several readers emailed the video containing this claim for verification. The video had over 881,000 views, 30,300 reactions, 24,600 shares, and 2,500 comments on Facebook as of writing. So, ibig sabihin, nakita nila, mga kababayan, na people are believing the narrative about Marcos and Dr. Jose Rizal. And with that, nayanig po sila. Baka niya maniwala yung mga tao. Pag naniwala yung mga tao, delikado niya yung sikreto natin. Na tayo yung nagkontrol sa yaman ng mundo na hindi man atin. Mabubuki ka. Baka mag-alsa niya yung mga tao. Ipitin tayo. Kayo pala niya, niluloko ninyo yung mga tao for so long years. Ginagago ninyo. Tapos inakusa ninyo si Mr. Marcos na magnanakaw sa pinakang malaking magnanakaw sa buong mundo. Genis pa. Now you understand, mga kababayan, kung bakit paulit-ulit ang kanila pong propaganda. Marcos magnanakaw, Marcos magnanakaw. Never again to Marcos, never again to Marcos. Sabi rito, the YouTube channel uploaded on February 14 a video that falsely claimed the late dictator Ferdinand Marcos established the World Bank together with the national hero in 1944. The Facebook page Gintong Pamana uploaded the same video on February 16. The title of both uploads was Ang Pagtatag ni Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos at Jose Rizal ng Global Debt Facility. Actually, itong video yung sinasabi nila, mga kababayan, pwede Daily TV. Kuha na lang po ito, nangopya lang po ito ng revelasyon ni Atty. Karen Hudes. Ang unang nag-publish nito, mga kababayan, si Atty. Karen Hudes. Hindi nila pwedeng i-fact check si Atty. Karen Hudes. So, ang ginamit nila yung second video na kumuha para wala siyang magawa to defend the truth. Kaya nga yung challenge natin ganito. Ba't pinatulan ninyo ito na YouTube upload? Ba't hindi kayo dumirekta mismo kay Atty. Karen Hudes? Hindi ninyo kasi kayang gawin. Why? Isasampal sa inyo yung documents. Sasabihin ni Atty. Karen Hudes, ha? Bakit? Anong alam ninyo? Ako, hawak ko ito for 21 years. Kayo, anong kwento ninyo? Tapos. Hindi, gusto mo, examinin mo itong hawak ko? Pinablish po ni Atty. Karen Hudes the original documents of the wealth that was deposited in many banks all throughout the world, especially in Swiss accounts, Swiss banks. You see? In the original copy, hawak ni Mrs. Marcos. Question. Bakit hindi ninyo tingnan yung hawak ni Mrs. Marcos na pinakita kay Mel Chanco? kung ang intention ninyo is to find the truth. Wala eh. Wala kayong pagkakaiba doon sa mga, sa bagay, kasama pala itong sa fact checker. Opinion pala lang nila. Sabi ng Facebook mismo. Sa hearing sa Amerika, nang tanungin, paano anya ninyo pina-fact check? Ang bilis naman ninyo, automatic. Based anya yan sa opinion namin. So pag opinion nila, hindi sang-ayon sa kwento mo, fact check ka, false. Without first verifying kung totoo yung kwento. Ganon katindi ngayon mga kababayan. Cancelled ka. Cancel culture. The video claimed that Rizal's death in 1896 was staged by Jesuit priest and that he assumed a new identity using the name Jose Antonio Diaz, and then supposedly became a priest and went on to live for 113 years. He was supposedly 83 years old by the time he established the World Bank together with Marcos, who was then 27 years old. Nandito rin pala yung video ni Atty. Karen Hudes, ang pagtatag ni Pangulong Ferdinand Marcos at Jose Rizal ng Global Debt Facility. 27 years old, 83 years old, Global Debt Facility in the World Bank, International Monetary Fund. Sabi rito, this is false. Multiple credible sources, journals, books, and news reports from legitimate news organizations. Legitimate mo dyan. Kayo, legitimate kayo? Di ba yung SEC registration niyo? Kinancel nga yung illegitimate kayo eh. Kaya lang, kaalyado ninyo, yung may control nitong mga, alam niyo na. Say that Rizal was shot in Bagong Bayan, now known as Rizal Park, in Manila in 1896. In contrast, the false video only cited unverified posts from blogs as its sources for saying that Rizal survived his execution. Ganon. Pag ganon pala, pag galing sa YouTube, tulad nito, nagkikwento po ako rito. Pagkwento ko pala kasi YouTube ito, hindi na totoo. Pero pag kayo yung nagkwento, totoo, kayo nagsulat, huwag kami. Hindi pa namin alam na kayo yung mga sinungaling eh. Di ba? Yun man lang po. Tama na siguro. Mga kababayan, 886, dito 1,000 plus. Tama na. Kasi may magwawa na pala. Marami pa sana akong ikikwento sa inyo. Bukas naman po. Huwag kayong naniniwala po dito sa kwento ng sabi nga, dudable. Lalo nating pagdudahan sila. Di ba? At yung pagduda natin sa kanila is valid. Why? Bakit nila siniseryoso po ito? Why? Ano ang motibo nila? Sino ang nag-fan sa kanila? Bakit kailangang targetin nila itong kwento tungkol sa the wealth of the nations? Yan, bigo sa inyo. Ito po. Mga kababayan, gawa sa 11 powerful medicinal herbs. Pinapahid lang sa mga pulses, tapos doon sa affected area. Ayos na ayos. O, tingnan ninyo po, ito actual demo, yung paninigas na mga